Hello, guys and gals. Frank here. I still haven't gotten any pastries from Patrick, so I decided to dig a little deeper. I did find the Frank Pastry Foundation website. Look at the quote I found from a donor. Pat, it was a pleasure meeting you and Frank at the swap meet a few months ago. Big fan. Thank you for supporting Italian bakeries. We've always had Italian pastries, so Pastryland holds a special place in my heart. Protect Frank, less than 3. Great. Now you're pulling at people's heartstrings. I got a problem with that. What I also have a problem with is your friends blindly supporting you. Pat is my friend. He is always nice and makes sure to buy me and Pops bananas to eat. This is just some drama. Frank is not a good guy. He had a sponsor in his video, which means you should ignore everything he said. Drama? Patrick's friends are idiots. At best, it's severe pastry negligence. At worst, actual pastry fraud. To make matters worse, I found this quote on the FPF website. I am deeply grateful for your recent purchase of Italian pastries. Your buying of pastries and the related desserts is invaluable. Joey F. DeVito Baker, Calandra's Bakery. Yeah, there's a problem here. Joey DeVito hasn't worked at Calandra's since 2007. How do I know that? I hear things. Things were getting weirder. So I hired 2 YouTubers to interview Patrick and find out why he didn't order me the pastries.
To answer your question, Carl, I don't have an answer. I think that's my fuck up. I have personally bought pastries from Circo's Pastry Shop and Zucchero Italian Desserts over the years, and that's where again I assumed the money was going to support them as I was talking negotiations about working with them. I don't really have a true answer for that. And that's on me completely, and I will own up to that. But again, it doesn't fucking matter. You guys are going to say what you're going to say, and I can't stop it. But the important thing is that all the money is still in the pastry account. None of it's spent erroneously. It's all above board. Like it's not hiding in a My Nintendo account or anything like that. And that's the thing about dessert funds is that if I did any of that, the minute I did any dessert malpractice of that nature, literally the government would be like, hey, I'm coming after you. And that's, at least legally speaking, everything's above board. And I understand that the question isn't so much legality and so much more about pastries. And, me advertising this event and showing people cannoli, bakeries, and all that stuff.
Yeah, this sounds like textbook dessert fraud.
I guess what I'm asking you guys is, what do you want me to do as soon as possible? If it's like, hey, Pat, we want you to shut up, eat a cannoli, and take the L so we can make content, that's fine. If that's what you guys think is the way to go, to call it a dessert scam, sure. But I'm not trying to scam anyone. I would never try and scam in honor of Frank. I would not be outward facing knowing that I could get raked through the coals for not buying pastries.
Patrick is trying to make it sound like some crazy drama story. This is important stuff. This is insulting to me and my colleagues who investigate this stuff.
I just knew that conversations were happening between Circo's Pastry Shop, Zucchero Italian Desserts, Solunto Bakery. I have a paper trail of me talking to other bakeries as early as December 4th, December 5th, in an attempt to pay them what they were owed. And most of the conversations I had from some of the bigger Italian bakeries like Circo's, they were like, look, if you're not going to order more than a dozen pastries or a dozen plus pastries of what they asked for, then you're just going to waste it. So the goal in the back end is I'm just going to raise a bunch of money and give it to one bakery and make a bigger pastry impact instead of just giving to one smaller bakery that won't move the needle.
That's dumb. You can walk into any pastry shop and buy a single cannoli. You don't need to make a big order.
I literally am about to buy all these pastries today and prior to that earlier this week and the week before. And I've just been sitting here crippled trying to figure out the best way to handle this because I felt like if I bought the pastries the minute you guys asked me, it'd be a situation of, well, he's trying to hide it and he's admitting dessert guilt by doing that. And I never felt that way, but I understand completely that you guys could easily argue that and it would just make me look more like a scumbag. And, I just want to, I want to do right by you guys and what you think. When you guys got my message asking, please tell me about Italian bakeries, that was genuine because I haven't found a bakery I'm completely happy with. And I want to make sure that this money goes to a good bakery in honor of Frank, and I'm upset that the conversations I've had haven't gone the way that I wanted. I mean, none of these places offer a butterfly cupcake. Can you believe that? And I'm willing at this point to just buy the pastries from whomever. I want Italian pastries from the right spot. I don't want it to go to some baker's salary or some expense bill for cannoli filling.
Bakers need to make money, Patrick. Do you think the Napoleons make themselves? Do you think the honey for the Strufoli is free? And it gets worse.
I knew the pastry money was sitting there at a certain point, and that's what made me proactively go about it. Like, I was made aware on December 21st that the money hadn't moved yet. And that's what made me go, that's not fucking cool that I haven't bought pastries yet. And that's when I got personally involved to buy them. Oh, wait, not December 21st. I meant December 22nd.
Yeah, did anyone tell you that the money was going somewhere before then? Were you being misled?
No. No one told me anything. I assumed that it was all going to an Italian bakery, and I assumed incorrectly.
This is getting hard to listen to. Then I learned Patrick is dipping into the pastry fund.
I never paid myself from the pastry fund. I mean, I did use some donations to buy myself lunch and a fluffernutter, but not every year and no more than $2 at a time.
Then he says this on his stream.
We are raising money for pastries in honor of Frank, working with organizations like Circle's Pastry Shop, Ferrara Bakery, Solento's Bakery, Zucchero Desserts, and so many more Italian bakeries all around the world.
Just sad. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is Frank. Please subscribe if you like and comment. And if you dislike. I am out.